1 month, 100 pages a day. Here's what changed. Have you ever caught yourself scrolling on your phone for hours, then suddenly realized, oh, your brain feels tired, but you haven't actually learned anything? You feel distracted, drained, and maybe even a little stuck. That's exactly why this reading challenge matters. Imagine this. For 1 full month, you read 100 pages a day. No pressure to read fast or sound smart, just you and a book. Every single day. On average, 100 pages takes about 2 hours. It could be morning, lunch break, or bedtime mather, just time that's yours. Now 100 pages a day might sound like a lot, but it adds up to around 3,000 pages in a month. That's 5 to 7 books, depending on length. More importantly, it's 30 days of feeding your mind, not just your social feed. So what really changes after 30 days? You start thinking more clearly. Your focus improves. You actually feel calmer. Stories stick with you. You sleep better. You feel more proud of how you're spending your time. And no, you don't have to quit your job or cancel plans. You just swap out 1 hour of screen time in the morning and 1 before bed. That's it. This isn't about numbers or proving anything. It's about how you feel always in the clouds. More present, more creative, more you. So let's walk through what happens now, week by week now, and how this small shift in habit can make a big change in your life. Ready to turn the page? So now you know, reading 100 pages a day isn't just about numbers. It's about how it makes you feel. But let's get real for a moment. Why 100 pages? Why not just 10 or 20? Well, let's break it down. 100 pages usually takes around 2 hours. That's the time many of us spend watching Netflix or scrolling on Instagram without even realizing. But when you give that time to reading, your mind wakes up. Here's what science says happens when you read daily. Stress drops. Big time. Studies show reading can lower your stress by up to 68%. Just 6 minutes of reading has more calming power than music, tea, or even a walk. Now imagine what 2 hours can do. Your brain gets stronger. Reading boosts focus, improves memory, and increases empathy. Basically, it trains your brain the way a workout trains your body. You sleep better. Reading before bed, especially fiction, relaxes your mind and helps you fall asleep faster. Unlike your phone, it doesn't flash blue light into your eyes or overload your brain with noise. You start understanding yourself more. Whether you're reading stories, biographies, or self-help, you see new perspectives, and sometimes, your own thoughts start making more sense too. Now here's a cool idea. Think about brushing your teeth. It's just something you do every day, right? No debate, no drama. You just do it. What if reading became like that too? A part of your daily routine, not a chore, but a habit. One that feeds your mind like food, feeds your body. Question for you. Could reading be your new daily ritual? Something that's just yours? No pressure, no noise, just calm and growth? That's the magic of the 100-page challenge. Not because it's hard, but because it's life-giving. Let's now walk through what those 30 days of reading 100 pages a day actually feel like week by week, shift by shift. Because while the numbers sound big, it's the small feelings that really tell the story. Day 1. You feel fresh, excited. Opening a book after so long feels like opening a window, yeah? You feel air rush into your mind. You notice silence. No phone buzzing. Just you, the page, and focus. Day 5. Your eyes are a little tired, sure, but your mind? Surprisingly calm. You don't feel as anxious checking your phone. You've started replacing doom scrolling with chapters. You're no longer in a rush to finish 4, you're in it to feel. Day 10. You're looking forward to reading. It becomes the best part of your day. You realize how noisy the world is. Ads, noise, notifications. But books feel like a quiet conversation with someone wise. You feel less alone. Day 15. Something shifts. You no longer reach for Netflix before bed. You pick up your book instead. You fall asleep faster. Your dreams get more vivid. You wake up thinking about what you read, not what you missed online. Day 20. People start to notice. You seem more relaxed, someone says. Your mood feels smoother, less reactive. It's not magic. It's just your brain finally getting quiet time to breathe. You feel more in control. Day 25. You're tired, yes, but in a good way. Like the kind of tired after a long walk. You've read hundreds of pages. You've stayed consistent. And now, the results are showing. Better memory, better focus, more peace. Day 30. You've finished 5 to 6 books. You've learned new ideas, seen different worlds, understood yourself better. You feel mentally strong, not perfect, but present and proud. You built a habit most people don't even try. Question for you. Which of these days feels like where you are right now? And that's the beauty of this reading journey. It changes you bit by bit, not all at once. It's not about checking off goals, it's about building a new way of being. Let's now talk about what actually changes in your brain and life after reading 100 pages a day for 30 days or no? Not just how you feel, but what science says and real people have experienced. Science-backed changes. Stress goes down fast. A 2009 study by the University of Sussex found that reading for just 6 minutes can reduce stress by up to 68%. That's more effective than listening to music, going for a walk, or even having a cup of tea. Imagine what 2 hours of reading does daily. Better sleep. Regular reading, especially in the evening, calms the nervous system. When you swap screen time for book time before bed, your brain slows down naturally. You fall asleep faster, and the quality of sleep improves too. Sharper brain. Reading activates your brain like a full workout. It improves memory, focus, and even slows cognitive decline. Studies show people who read often in their younger years have a lower risk of diseases like Alzheimer's as they age. More empathy. Reading fiction in particular helps build empathy. When you follow a character's inner world, you start understanding people in real life better too. You become less judgmental, more patient, and more human. But beyond the studies, let's talk about real-life benefits people noticed. A young woman shared, "I used to feel anxious all the time, but when I committed to reading daily, it gave me peace, like a safe zone from the chaos." Another said, "My relationships got better. Reading taught me to listen, because stories made me realize everyone has a reason behind their behavior." And one more, "Reading 100 pages a day gave me purpose. It replaced doom scrolling. I wasn't chasing content, I was connecting with meaning." Question for you. Which of these benefits would you want in your life? Found less stress, better sleep, sharper focus, or just more inner peace? You don't need to be a genius. You don't need fancy degrees or therapy appointments you can't afford. Reading, just daily reading, can do real healing. It's one of the simplest, cheapest, most powerful tools we have, and most of us forget it's even there. After seeing all the real benefits of daily reading, it's natural to feel inspired. But let's be honest, sticking to 100 pages a day isn't always smooth. Life gets in the way. Distractions show up. Eyes get tired. That's why understanding common challenges and how to handle them is just as important as the goal itself. Problem 1. I keep getting distracted by my phone. This one is huge. You sit down with a book, but then a message pops up. Or you just check Instagram real quick, and suddenly 30 minutes are gone. A simple solution? Keep your phone in another room while you read. Or even put it on airplane mode. When your phone is out of sight, your mind stays focused. Give yourself the gift of silence. Problem 2. My eyes feel tired. Reading 100 pages might feel like a stretch, especially if you're not used to it. And that's okay. You don't need to read all 100 pages in one go. Break it down. 10 pages in the morning, 20 during lunch, 30 in the evening. You get the idea. Even 10-minute sessions count. The goal isn't to rush home, it's to enjoy. Slow, steady reading is still powerful. Problem 3. I missed a day. Did I fail? Absolutely not. Life happens. You might get sick, have a crazy work day, or just feel off. One skipped day doesn't cancel your progress. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Just open your book again tomorrow and keep going. One missed day out of 30 isn't failure raw. It's real life. Here's a gentle mindset shift. Don't treat reading like a strict challenge. Treat it like nourishment, something you look forward to, like water or fresh air, not a race. Tip. Make reading cozy. Light a candle. Grab a blanket. Read on the balcony or under a tree. When reading feels good, it becomes a habit you want, not a chore you dread. So if any of these small problems pop up, don't give up. Just pause, reset, and come back. Now what happens when you really stick with it for a whole month? Absolutely. Building on how to overcome common reading problems, now it's time to gently turn the focus toward you. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many tips or success stories we share, real change begins with one decision from you. So let's slow down a little and ask a few honest questions. What is stopping you from reading daily? Is it your busy schedule? Your phone? Maybe you just haven't felt motivated. That's okay, many people feel this way. But take a second and really think. Is there a small time in your day, maybe after dinner or right before bed, where you could read even 10 pages? Sometimes the only thing stopping us is believing we need the perfect moment. But reading doesn't ask for perfection, it just asks for your presence. Reflection prompt. What tiny pocket of your day can you protect for reading? Can you start with 30 pages a day? 100 pages might sound scary right now, especially if reading hasn't been part of your routine. But what about 30 pages? That's about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your pace. Think of it like brushing your teeth or taking a walk now, just something small you do for you. Once you start showing up every day, even for 30 pages, something shifts. You begin to crave that time. You look forward to it. Start small and let it grow. Challenge yourself. What's one day this week You can try reading 30 pages, just once. Try it and see how it feels. What kind of books make you excited? Let's not forget reading should feel good. Don't just choose a book because someone told you to. Pick something that sparks interest. Romance, fantasy, biographies, graphic novels, self-help, or even children's books. There's no wrong answer. Ask yourself, what story or topic pulls you in? What makes you curious? What's the kind of book you'd stay up late reading because you want to, not because you have to? When you read what you love, 30 pages becomes effortless. And before you know it, you've built a habit you actually enjoy. So before we go any further, pause and reflect. What's really holding me back from reading daily? Could I start small? Is maybe 30 pages? What books make me excited? Because those answers, they matter more than any tip or schedule. They're the beginning of a new chapter, not just in books but in how you care for your mind and time. Now that you've asked yourself what's holding you back and what kind of books make you excited, let's turn those thoughts into action. Because big changes start with small, simple steps. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Here are 5 easy tips to help you start and stick to your reading habit. 1. Pick books that grab you. Start with books that are fun or meaningful to you. Not what others are reading. Not what sounds smart. If it's a story you enjoy or a topic you're curious about, you'll naturally want to keep turning the pages. Tip. Think of books like movies. Would you watch a film that bores you just because someone else likes it? Same goes for books. Read what lights you up. 2. Read at a set time. We had always in the town, like breakfast or before bed. Habits stick best when they're part of your daily rhythm. Just like brushing your teeth or making coffee. Pick a moment in the day where you can read without rushing. Try this. Read for 20 minutes right after waking up or 30 minutes before bed. Over time, it becomes your me time. 3. Always carry a book or e-reader. This is a game changer. Waiting in line, riding the bus, taking a break at work, that's bonus reading time. A book in your bag means no excuse and no mindless scrolling. Pro tip, use a reading app or carry a slim paperback. It makes reading on the go super easy. 4. Log your pages onwards. Seeing progress helps, whether it's a simple notebook, a reading app or just notes in your phone. Track your daily pages. It feels really good to look back and realize, wow, I've read 500 pages this week. Bonus, tracking your reading helps you stay consistent and proud of your progress. 5. Celebrate small wins, like finishing 5,000 pages. Reading is personal. You don't need trophies, but do take a moment to feel proud. Whether it's finishing your first book in months or hitting your 5,000 pages, celebrate it. Idea. Share it with a friend or treat yourself to a new book or a cozy reading day. These small tips may seem simple, but they build a powerful habit over time. And as we wrap up, just remember, it's not about reading fast. It's about showing up daily for your own peace, growth and joy. And once you start following those simple tips, carrying a book, reading at the same time daily, and celebrating your progress, you'll see something amazing happen. The habit builds itself. Day by day, it gets easier. The effort feels lighter. And the results? They're worth it. Let's pause and look at what just 30 days of reading 100 pages a day can actually do for you. In 1 month, you can easily finish 5 to 6 books. Think about that, Tolle. 6 entire books, packed with ideas, stories, wisdom, or even laughter. That's not just reading one, that's personal growth. Your brain starts to feel sharper. You begin to notice patterns, remember details more clearly, and process ideas faster. And emotionally, you feel calmer, more in control. Studies say reading reduces stress by up to 68%. Many people also sleep better when they read before bed instead of scrolling on their phones. And most importantly, you start to trust yourself more. You showed up for yourself every day. You proved you can commit to something and finish it. That quiet confidence, it spreads into other parts of life too. Reading 100 pages a day isn't about being perfect or smart. It's about taking control of your time in a noisy world. 2 hours spent on books instead of distractions can bring you back to yourself. So if you're tired of feeling scattered, stuck, or like your days just slip by, try reading. It's a small, simple habit with big lasting rewards. Let's close with a simple truth. You don't need a fancy plan. You just need a book and a quiet moment. And once you start, you'll wonder why you didn't begin sooner. So after reading 100 pages a day for 30 days, you now know how much can change. You feel better, learn faster and grow stronger just by reading every day. And the best part, you can do this too. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to start. If this video helped you or gave you a little push, tap the like button. That small click helps more people find this video. Maybe someone out there really needs it today. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Books Ahead. We share more videos like this, simple reading ideas, book tips, and easy challenges that make reading fun again. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. What book will you read first? How many pages do you think you can read each day? Very 30, 50, maybe 100? When you share your answer, you help others feel less alone. You might inspire someone to start their own reading habit too. And remember this, you don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going off one page at a time. Reading is not about finishing the most books. It's about feeling calm, clear and confident again. It's about learning more about the world and about yourself. So today, do something simple. Pick a book you like. Set a time bahang, maybe before bed or after lunch. Read a little every day. Even 10 pages is a win. You'll be amazed what 30 days can do. Real change doesn't come in big moves. It comes in quiet moments, with a book in your hand. Let's turn the page together. You're ready, Anjashi, and I'm cheering for you.